Mm, mm. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. And it is great to be here. And thank you all for being here. How's your week, you all? And I hope you had an awesome week. And and I want to thank everyone for being here. And I had a good week. So I went I made 120 Christmas cards this week, and I went over there to the grove where Jerry used to be and pass them out to them. And oh my God, if you've never done this before, you ought to try it. To go out there. And I seen some of them; they weren't smiling at all. But when I handed them a Christmas card and told them I handmade it, I made it myself. It is in honor of Gary, and oh my God, you should see their faces. Their face lights up. And oh my God, it's a wonderful, wonderful, awesome feeling. If you haven't done it, you need to try it. It is awesome. It made their day. I know it did. The way they smile, it was well worth it. And I enjoyed every bit of it. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to read, let me see who's here. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Let me see. Somebody was on here, and um, mm, mm, um, mm, 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 um. Okay. I found it. Okay. Okay. It don't show who's on here. Okay. Mhm. I know somebody's on here. Don't show who's and, on here. Uh-oh. Wait, let me turn this down. I know somebody's on. Okay, and I want to welcome whoever it is on here. Thank you very much for being here, for being on the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna read Jerry's poem called "Money Has Spoiled," and this is our theme poem for the Poetry Club. Money has spoiled. Money has spoiled everything but poetry. We all need truth. The value of our words is worth more than our money. We can't let our freedom of speech and personal feelings be destroyed and distorted by the influence of profit. The truth must be told about our past in order to use these truths to help guide the future of mankind on this earth. The end. Okay. And since I didn't have time to, find any some Christmas music online, So I am going to play Gary's what he sung Odd Line Sign. Okay.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. We twa ran about the brae and hood fine, the gal was fine. We wandered mony a weary foot, and they old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. Okay. There, I did it.
Yay! That was
Oh,
awesome. Thank you,
Happy New
Gary.
Year to you all. Happy New Year
Happy
to
New
you
Year
all.
to you.
Yeah, we're doing the best we can.
That was amazing. We got Gary to
Thank
sing.
you.
You're welcome,
Oh,
honey.
okay. Let me catch you again next week, okay, baby?
All right, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
All right. Here's Noreen, girl.
Okay, and that was Gary Snyder singing um Odd Line Sign on the Speakeasy Cafe with Not Alicia being the host years and years ago. And oh, and hello Joyce. Hello Joyce. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. And thank you, Joyce, and Merry Christmas to you. Okay. And oh, and I found out, the reason I'm having trouble reading this book, it wasn't my eyeglasses, or it wasn't me. It was the lights up here. I found me a light I have here, and it was for oh no, for the cell phone. Oh, it was for the cell phone, and I hooked it up right here, and I put it beside me, and now I see better. So it's the lights. I should need stronger lights, and this is perfect. And I could read this. I could read this book. I already checked it out and tested it, so it's awesome. Okay, and I hope you had a good week, Joyce. Okay, and how you doing, Joyce? Okay, now I'm gonna read from The Complete Works of William Shakespeare, Volume 1. And remember, we started last week reading Love's Labour's Lost. And we're on Act 1, Scene 2. Okay. Scene 2, the same. Enter Armado and Mop. Armado. Boy, what sign is it when a man of great spirit grows melancholy? Mop. A great sign, sir, that he will look sad. Armado. Why, sadness is one and the self-same thing, dear imp. Mop. No, no, O Lord, sir, no. Armado. How canst thou part sadness and melancholy, my tender juvenile? Moth. By a familiar demonstration of the working, my tough senior. Our motto, why tough senior? Why tough senior? Mop, why tender juvenile? Why tender juvenile? Our motto, I spoke it, tender juvenile, as a congruent epithet pertaining to thy young days, which we may nominate tender, Mop, and I, tough senior, as an pertinent title to your old time, which we may name tough. Our motto, pretty and apt, Mop, how mean you, sir? I pretty. Am I saying apt? Or I apt, am I saying pretty? Our motto, thou pretty because little. Mop, little pretty because little. Wherefore apt? Our motto, and therefore apt because quick. Mop, speak you this in my praise, master. Our motto, in thy condign praise. Mop, I will praise an eel with the same praise. Our motto, what? That an eel is ingenious? Mop, that an eel is quick. Our motto, I do say thou art quick in answers. Thou heatest my blood. Mop, I am answered, sir. Our motto, I love not to be crossed. Mop, aside, he speaks the mere contrary, crosses love, not him. Our motto, I have promised to study 3 years with the Duke. Mop, you may do it in an hour, sir. Our motto, impossible. Mop, how many is one thrice told? Our motto, I am ill at reckoning. It fitteth the spirit of a tapster. Mop, you are a gentleman and a gamester, sir. Our motto, I confess both. They are both the very varnish of a complete man. Mop, then I am sure you know how much the gross sum of douche ace amounts to. Our motto, it doth amount to one more than two. Mop, which of base vulgar do called three. Our motto, true. Mop, why, sir, is this such a piece of study? Now here is three studied. Are you thrice wink? And how easy it is to put years to the word three, and study 3 years in 2 words. The dancing horse will tell you. Our motto, a most fine figure. Mop, to prove you a cipher. Our motto, I will hereupon confess I'm in love. And as it is base for a soldier to love, so am I in love with a base wench. If drawing my word against a human affection would deliver me from the reprobate thought of it, I would take desire prisoner and ransom him to any French courtier for a new devised courtesy. I think scorn to sigh. Methinks I should outswear Cupid. Comfort me, boy. What great men have been in love? Mop, Hercules, master. Armado, most sweet Hercules, more authority, dear boy, nay more, and sweet my child, let them be men of good repute and carriage. Okay, Mop, Samson, master, he was a man of good carriage, great carriage, for he carried the town gate on his back like a porter, and he was in love. Armado, oh well knit Samson, strong jointed Samson, I do excel thee in my rapier as much as thou didst me in carrion gates. I am in love too. Who was Samson's love, my dear Mop? Mop, a woman, master. Amado, of what complexion? Mop, of all the four, or the three, or the two, or one of the four. Armado, tell me precisely of what complexion? Mop, of the sea water green, sir. Armado, is that one of the four complexions? Mop, as I have read, sir, and the best of them too. Mhm. Armado, Green indeed is a sailor of is a color of lovers, but to have a love of that color, methinks Samson has small reason for it. He surely affected her for her wit. Moth. It was so, sir, for she had a green wit. Our motto. My love is most immaculate white and red. Moth. Most immaculate thoughts, master, are next under such colors. Our motto, define, well educated infant. Moth, my father's wit and my mother's tongue assist me. A motto, sweet invocation of a child, most pretty and pathetical. Moth, if she be made of white and red, her faults will never be known, for blushing cheeks by fault are bred, and fears by pale white shown. Then if she fear or be to blame, by this you shall not know, for still her cheeks possess and sing, which native that she doth owe. A dangerous rhyme, master, against the reason of white and red. Our motto, is there not a ballad, boy, of the king and the beggar? Moth. The world was very guilty of such a ballad, some 3 ages since, but I think now 'tis not to be found, or if it were, it would neither serve for the writing nor the tune. Our motto, I will have that subject newly writ over, that I may example my digression by some mighty precedent. Boy, I do love that country girl that I took in the park with the national hind coaster. She deserves well, Moth aside, to be whipped and yet a better loved than my master. Our motto, sing, boy, my spirit grows heavy in love. Moth, and that's great marvel, having loving a light wench. Our motto, I say sing. Moth, forbear till this company be past. Enter Dole, Coaster, and Jacinetta. Dole, sir, the Duke's pleasure is that you keep Coaster safe, and you must suffer him to take no delight, nor no penance, but a must fast 3 days a week. For this damsel, I must keep her at the park. She is allowed for the day woman. Fare you well. Amado, I do portray myself with blushing, maid. Jack, Jacanetta, man? Armado, I will visit thee at the lodge. Jacanetta, that's hereby. Armado, I know where it is situate. Jacanata, Lord, how wise you are. Armado, I will tell thee wonders. Jacanata, with that face? Armado, I love thee. Jacanata, so I heard you say. Armado, and so farewell. Jacanata, fair weather after you. Do, come Jacanetta, away. Exit Do and Jacanetta. Armado, villain, thou shalt fast for thy offences ere thou be pardoned. Coastered. Well, sir, I hope when I do it, I shall do it on a full stomach. Armado, thou shalt be heavily punished. Can I, Coaster, I am more bound to you than your fellows, for they are but lightly rewarded. Armado, take away this villain, shut him up. Mop, come, you transgressing slave, away. Coaster, let me not be pent up, sir. I will fast, being loose. Mop, no, sir, that were fast and loose. Thou shalt to prison. Coaster. Well, if ever I do see the merry days of desolation that I have seen, some shall see. Moth, what shall some see? Coaster, nay, nothing, Master Moth, but what they look upon, it is not for prisoners to be too silent in their words, and therefore I will say nothing. I thank God I have as little patience as another man, and therefore I can be quiet. Exit moth and coaster. Okay. Okay, we have some comments here. Um. Hello, honey, and there. Okay, and thank you for being here on the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor, and Merry Christmas to you too, honey. Okay. Um. Hello, Dickie. Hello, Dickie, and welcome to the the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. And our motto, I do affect the very ground which is base, where her shoe, which is baser, guided by her foot, which is basis, doth tread. I shall be forsworn, which is a great argument of falsehood, if I love. And how can that be true love, which is falsely attempted? Love is a familiar, love is a devil. There is no evil angel but love. Yet was Samson so tempted, and he held an excellent strength. Yet was Solomon so seduced, and he had a very good wit. Cuba's butt shaft is too hard for Hercules' club, and therefore too much odds for a Spaniard's rapier. The first and second cause will not serve my turn. The pasado he respects not. The duello he regards not. His disgrace is to be called boy, but his glory is to subdue men. Adieu, Belor. Rushed rapier, keep thee still, drum, for your manager is in love. Yea, he loveth. Assist me, some extemporal god of rhyme, for I am sure I shall turn sonnet. Devise wit, write pen, for I am for whole volume in folio. Exit. Now on Act Two. Act Two, Scene One, the same. Enter the okay. I guess the same would be where it was located in Scene One in Scene Act One, Scene Two. Act One, Scene. Scene One. Wait, Act One and Scene One. That'll be at the King of Navarre's Park. That's where it's located. Okay, located. Act Two, Scene One, the same. Enter the Princes of France, Rosaline, Maria Catherine, Boyet, lords, and other attendants. Boyet. Now, madame, summon up your dearest spirits. Consider who the king your father sends, to whom he sends, and that in was his embassy. Yourself, held precious in the world's esteem, to party with the sole inheritor of all perfections that a man may owe. Matchless Navarro, the plea of no less weight than Aquitaine, a dowry for a queen. Be now as prodigal of all dear grace, as nature was in making graces dear, when she did starve the general world beside, and prodigally gave them all to you. Um, the princes of France. Good Lord, Boyet, my beauty, though but mean, needs not the painted flourish of your praise. Beauty is bought by judgment of the eye, not uttered by base sale of chapman's tongue. I am less proud to hear you tell my worth than you much willing to be counted wise to spending your wit in the praise of mine. But now to tax the tasker. Good, Boyet. You are not ignorant. All telling thing doth noise abroad. The bear hath made a vow, till painful study shall outswear 3 years. No woman may approach his silent court. Therefore, to seemeth is a needful course. Therefore, like, before we enter his forbidden gates, to know his pleasure, and in that behalf, bold of your worthiness, we single you as our best moving fair solicitor. Tell him, the daughter of the king of France, on serious business, cravings quick dispatch, importunes personal conference with his grace. Haste signifies so much while we attend, like humble visage senior suitors, his high will. Voit, proud of employment, willingly I go, and Prince, the princes of France. All pride is willing pride, and yours is so. Exit Boyar. Who are the votaries, my loving lords, that are vile fellows with this virtuous duke? First Lord, Lord Longueville is one, princes of France. Know you the man? Maria, I know him, madame, at a marriage feast between Lord Perigord and the beauteous hair of Jacques Falconbridge, solemnized in Normandy. Saw I this Longueville, a man of sovereign parts, he is esteemed, well fitted in arts, glorious in arms. Nothing becomes him ill that he would will. The only soul of this fair virtue's gloss, if virtue's gloss will sustain with any soil, is a sharp wit matched with too blunt a will, whose edge hath power to cut, whose will still wills. It should none spare that come within his power. Princes of France. Some merry mocking lord, belike, isn't it so? Maria, they say so, most that most his humours know. Princes of France, such short-lived wits do wither as they grow. Who are the rest? Catherine, the young Dumain, a well-accomplished youth, of all that virtue loved, for virtue loved, most power to do most harm, least knowing ill. For he hath wit to make an ill shape good, and shape to win grace through, though he had no wit. I saw him at the Duke Alencon's once, and much too little of that good I saw is my report to his great worthiness. Rosalind, another of these students at that time, was there with him, if I have heard a truth. Byron they call him, but a merrier man, within the limit of becoming mirth. I never spent an hour's talk with though his ivy gifts occasion for his wit. For every object that the one doth catch, the other turns to a mirth-moving jest, which his fair tongue, conceits expositor, delivers in such apt and gracious words that aged ears play truant at his tales, and younger hearings are quite ravished. So sweet and valuable is his discourse. And princes of France, God bless my ladies, are they all in love, that every one her own half garnished with such bedecking ornaments of praise? First Lord, here comes Boyet, re-entered Boyet, princes of France. Now, what an entrance, Lord! Boyet, the bear had notice of your fair approach, and he and his competitors in oath were all addressed to meet you, gentle lady. Before I came, married this much I have learnt. He rather means to lodge you in the field, like one that comes here to besiege his court, than seek a dispensation for his oath, to let you enter his unpeopled house, Here comes Navarre. Okay. Enter King Longueville, Dumaine, Byron, and attendants. King, fair princess, welcome to the court of Navarre. Princess of France, fair, I give you back again, and welcome. I have not yet. The roof of this court is too high to be yours, and welcome to the whole wide fields too base to be mine. King, you shall be welcome, madame, to my court. Princess of France, I will be welcome then. Conduct me thither. King, hear me, dear lady, I have sworn an oath. Princess of France, Our Lady help my lord, he'll be forsworn. King, not for the world, fair madam, by my will. Princess of France, why, will shall break it, will and nothing else. King, your ladyship is ignorant what it is. Princess of France, were my lord so, his ignorance were wise. Where now his knowledge must prove ignorance. I hear your grace have sworn out housekeeping. 'Tis deadly sin to keep that oath, my lord, and sin to break it. But pardon me, I am too sudden bold. To teach a teacher ill beseemeth me. Vouchsafe to read the purpose of my coming, and suddenly resolve me in my suit. King, Madame, I will, if suddenly I may. Princes of France, you will the sooner that I were away, for you'll prove perjured if you make me stay. Byron, did I not I dance with you in Rabbit once? Rosaline, did not I dance with you in Brabant once? Byron, I know you did. Rosalind, how needless was it then to ask the question? Byron, you must not be so quick. Rosalind, 'tis long of you that spurred me with such questions. Byron, your wit's too hot, it speeds too fast, 'twill tire. Rosalind, not till it leave the rider in the mire. Byron, what time o' day? Rosalind, the hour that fools should ask. Byron, now fair befall your mask. Rosalind, fair fall the face it covers. And Byron, and send you many lovers. Rosalind, amen, so you be none. Byron, nay, then will I be gone. King, Madame, your father's here, doth intimate the payment of 100,000 crowns, being but the one half of an entire sum I dispersed by my father in his wars, but say that he or we as neither have received that sum, yet there remains unpaid 100,000 more in surety of the which one part of Aquitaine is down to us, although not valued to the money's worth. If then the king your father will restore but that one half which is unsatisfied, we will give up our right in Aquitaine, and hold fair friendship with his majesty. But that, it seems, he little purposes. For here he doth demand to have repaid 100,000 crowns, and not demands, on payment of 100,000 crowns, to have this title live in Aquitaine, which we much rather had depart withal, and have the money by our father lit, than Aquitaine, so gilded as it is. Dear princes, were not his request so far from reason's yielding, your fair self should make a yielding against some reason in my breast, and go well satisfied to France again. Princes of France, you do the king, my father, too much wrong, and wrong the reputation of your name, and so on seeming to confess receipt of that which has so faithfully been paid. King, I do protest. I never heard of it, and if you prove it, I'll repay it back over or yield up Aquitaine. Uh-oh. Uh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. And goes well satisfied. Wait. A yielding against. Wait. From reasons yielding. Wait. Let me start right here. On payment of 100,000 crowns to have his title live in Aquitaine, which we much rather had depart with though, and have the money by our father lent than Aquitaine, so gilded as it is. Dear princess, were not his request so far from reasons yielding, your fair self should make a yielding against some reason in my breast and go well as satisfied to France again, princess of the France. You do the king my father too much wrong, and wrong the reputation of your name, and so unseeming to confess receipt of that which hath as so faithfully been paid. King, I do protest I never heard of it, and if you prove it, I'll repay it back or yield up Aquitaine, princess of France. We arrest your word. Boyet, you can produce acquaintances for such a sum from special officers of Charles his father, king. Satisfy me so, Boyet. So please your grace, the packet is not come, where that and other specialties are bound. Tomorrow you shall have a sight of them, king. It shall suffice me, at which interview all liberal reason I will yield unto. Life meantime receive such welcome at my hand as honour without breach of honour, nay, make tender up to thy true worthiness. You may not come, fair princess, in my gates, but here, without you, shall be so received, as you shall redeem yourself, lodged in my heart, though so denied here fair harbour in my house. Your own good thoughts excuse me, and farewell. Tomorrow shall we wait. Tomorrow shall we visit you again, princess. Sweet health and fair desires consort your grace, king. Thy own wish I would be in every place. Exit. Byron, lady, I will commend you to mine own heart. Rosalind, pray you, do my commendations. I would be glad to see it. Byron, I would you heard it groan. Rosalind, is a fool sick? Byron, sick at the heart. Rosalind, alack, let it blood. Byron, would that do it good? Rosalind, my physic says yea. Byron, will you prick with your eye? Rosalind, no point with my knife. Byron, now God save thy life. Rosalind, and yours from long living. Byron, I cannot stay Thanksgiving. Retiring. Um, 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 I think that is a dumb. Sir, I pray you a word. What lady is that saying? Boyet, the hair of Alanscon, Catherine her name. Dumb, A gallant lady, Monsieur, fare you well. Exit. Long. Wait, where? Oh, Longaville. Okay. Do, okay. Okay. Longaville. I beseech you a word. What is she in the white? Boyd. A woman sometimes on you, and you saw her in the light. Longa. Um. Longaville. Perchance light in the light, I desire her name. Boyet, she had but one for herself, to desire that were a shame. Longaville, pray you, sir, whose daughter? Boyet, her mother's, I have heard. Longaville, God's blessing on your beard. Boyet, good sir, be not offended. She's an heir of Falconbridge. Longaville, nay, my choler is ended. She's a most sweet lady. Boyet, not unlike sir that may be. Exit Longaville. Byron, what's her name in the cap? Boyet, Rosalind, by good hap. Byron, is she wedded or no? Boyet, to her will, sir, or so. Byron, you are welcome, sir. Adieu. Boyet, farewell to me, sir, and welcome to you. Exit Byron. Okay, Marcus, that last is Byron, the merry madcap lord. Not a word with him, but a jest. Boyet, and every jest but a word. Princes of France, it was well done of you to take him at his word. Boyet, I was as willing to grapple as he was to board. I think that was um, okay. Two hot sheeps, Mary, Boyet, and wherefore not ships? Okay, no sheep, sweet lamb, unless we feed on your lips. And Marcus, you sheep, and I pastor. Shalt that finish the jest? Boyet. So you grant pastor for me, offering to kiss her. Marcus, not so, gentle beast. My lips are no common, though several they be. Boyet. Belonging to whom? Marina. To my fortunes and me. Princes of France. Good writs will be jingling, but gentles agree. This civil war of wits were much better used on the bear and his bookmen, for here is Bute. Boyet, if my observation, which were seldom lies, by the heart still, rhetoric disclosed with eyes, deceive me not now, and the bear is infected. Princes of France, with what? Um, um, and Boya, with that which we lovers entitle affected, princes of France. Your reason, Boyet, why all his behaviors did make their retire to the court of his eye, peeping through desires, his heart like an agate, with ear print impressed, proud with his form, and his eyes and his eyed pride expressed, his tongue all impatience to speak and not see, did stumble with haste in his eyesight to be, all senses to that sense did make their repair, to feel only looking on fair as a fair. Methought all his senses were locked in his eye, as jewels in crystal for some prince to buy, who, tendering their own worth from where they were glassed, did point you to buy them along as you passed. His face his own Margant did quote such amazes, that all eyes saw his eyes enchanted with gazes. I'll give you Aquitaine and all that is his, and you give him for my sake but one loving kiss. Princes of Francis, Come to our pavilion. Buoyant is disposed. Buoyant. But to speak that in words which his eye shall disclose. I only have made a mouth of his eye by adding a tongue which I know will not lie. Rosalind, thou art an old love-monger and speaker skilfully. Marina, he is Cuba's grandfather and learns news of him. Rosalind, then was Venus like her mother? For her father is but grim. Buoyant, do you hear my mad winches? Maria, no. Buoyant, what then do you see? Rosalind, our way to be gone. Buoyant, you are too hard for me. Exit. The end. And that was the end of Act 2, Scene 1. And next time I will read Act 3. Okay. And I was reading from the complete works of William Shakespeare, Volume 1, and and um and and the story Love's Labor's Lost. Okay. 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 Now I'm going to read Hourly by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Remember, last Saturday we started on Book 7. Okay, now we're on Book 7 on page 262. Okay. The next day we took train to Italy and fled on southward in the roar of steam. The marriage bells of Romney must be loud, to sound so clear through all. I was not well, and truly, though the truth is like a jest, I could not choose but fancy half the way. I stood alone, eyed the belfry, 50 bells of naked iron, mad with merriment, as one who laughs and cannot stop himself, all clanking at me and me, over me, until I shrieked a shriek I could not hear, and swooned with noise, but still along my swoon was where the baffled changes backward rang, prepared at each emerging sense to beat and crash it out with clangor. It was weak. I struggled for the past posture of my soul in upright consciousness of place and time, but evermore, twixt waking and asleep, slipped somehow, staggered, caught at Marian's eyes a moment. It is very good for strength to know that some one needs you to be strong, and so recovered what I called myself for that time. I should knew it when we swept above the old roofs of Daijo. Lions dropped a spark into the night, half trodden out unseen. But presently the winding Rhone washed out the moonlight bars along his banks, which strained their yielding curves out clear and clean. To hold it, shadow of town and castle blurred upon the hurrying up in the hurrying river, such an air blew thence upon the forehead, half in air and half of water, that I leaned and looked. Then, turning back on Marian, smiled to mark that she looked only on her child who slept, his face toward the moon too. So we passed the liberal open country and the close, and shot through tunnels like a lightning wedge by great Thor hammers, driven through the rock, which quivering through the intestine blackness splits, and lets it in at once, The train swept in, athrob with effort, trembling with resolve, the fierce denouncing whistle wailing on and dying off, smothered in the shuddering dark, while we, self-awed, drew troubled breath, oppressed as other Titans underneath the pile and nightmare of the mountains, out at last to cast the dawn afloat upon the land. Hills slung forth broadly and gauntly everywhere, not exempt in their foundations, pushing wide, rich outspreads of the vineyards and the corn, as if they entertained I the name of France, while down their straining sides streamed to manifest a soul as red as Charlemagne's nightly blood to consecrate the birder. Someone said, Marseilles! And lo, the city of Marseilles, with all her ships behind her and beyond, the scimitar of ever-shining sea, for right-hand use, bared blue against the sky. Um, um, uh, um, uh, That night we spent between the purple heaven and purple water. I think Marion slept, but I, as a dog, a watch for his master's foot, who cannot sleep or eat before he hears. I sat upon the deck and watched the night, and listened though through the stars for Italy. Those marriage bells I spoke of sounded far, as some child's go-kart in the street beneath, to a dying man who will not pass a day, and knows it, holding by a hand he loves. I too sat quiet, satisfied with death, silent. I sat silent. I could hear my own soul speak, and had my friend, for nature comes sometimes and says, I am ambassador for God. I felt the wind, soft from the land of souls, the old miraculous mountains heaved in sight, one straining past another along the shore, the way of grand Dole, odious and ghost, athirst to drink the cool blue wine of seas, and stare on voyagers. Peak pushing peak they stood. I watched beyond that tyrant belt of intense sea betwixt them and the ship. Down all their sides the misty olive woods, dissolving in the weak congenial moon, and still disclosing some brown convent tower that seems as if it grew from some brown rock, or many a little lighted village dropped like a falling star upon so high a point. You wonder what can keep it in its place from sliding headlong with the waterfalls which powder all the myrtle and orange groves with spray of silver. Thus my Italy was stealing on us. Genoa broke with day. The Doria's long pale palace striking out from green hills in advance of the white town, a marble finger dominant to ships, seen glimmering through the uncertain grey of dawn. And then I did not think my Italy. I thought, my father, oh, my father's house, without his presence, places are too much, or else too little, for immortal man. Too little, when love's May overgrows the ground. Too much, when that luxuriant robe of green is rustling to our ankles in dead leaves. The only good to be or here or there, because we had a dream on such a stone, or this or that. But once being wholly waked and come back to the stone without the dream, we trip up on we trip upon and alas, and hurt ourselves, or else it falls on us and grinds us flat, the heaviest gravestone on this barren earth. But while I stood and mused, a quiet touch fell while I stood. Wait, fell, wait. But while I stood and mused, a quiet touch fell light upon my arm, and turning around, a pair of moistened eyes convicted mine. What, Marian? Is a babe astir so soon? He sleeps, she answered. I have erect up thrice, and seen you sitting, standing still at watch. I thought it did you good till now, but now, I said, you leave the child alone. And you are alone, she answered, and she looked as if I too were something. Sweet, the help of one we have helped. Thanks, Marian, for such help. I found a house at Florence on the hill of Bellosguardo. 'Tis a tower that keeps a post of double observation over the valley of Arno, holding as a hand the outspread city straight towards Piso and Mount Morello and the setting sun, the Vallambrosan mountains opposite, which sunrise fills as full as crystal cups, turned red to the brim because their wine is red. No son could die, nor yet be born unseen by dwellers at my villa. Morn and eve were magnified before us in the pure, illimitable space and pause of sky, intense as angels' garments, blanched with God, less blue than radiant. From the water outer wall of the garden drops the mystic floating gray of olive trees, with interruptions green from maize and vine, until it is caught and torn. Upon the abrupt black line of its eye presses, which signs a way to Florence. Beautiful, the city lies among the up and ample bell, cathedral, tower, and palace, piazza, and street, the river trailing like a silver cord through all, and curling loosely, both before and after, over the whole stretch of land, sown whitely up and down its opposite slopes with farms and villas. Many weeks had passed, no word was granted. Last, a letter came from Vincent Carrington. My dear Miss Lee, you've been as silent as a poet should when any other man is sure to speak. If sick, it's fixed. If dumb, a silver piece will split a man's tongue. Straight he speaks and says, receive that check. But you, I send you funds to Paris and you make no sign at all. Remember, I'm responsible and wait the sign of you, Miss Lee. Okay, hold a second. Mm, 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 mm. Um, okay, okay, we have a comment. Okay, hello, Soul Angel. And Soul Angel said, hi, Noreen, Merry Christmas. Hope you have a blessed weekend. Hello, Soul Angel. Merry Christmas to you too. And yes, I had I hope you have a blessed weekend too. And welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. 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 Right now I'm reading from Aura Lee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning for the ones who's coming in when I'm reading. Okay. And so the angel said, um, uh, Thank you, honey. Okay, you're very welcome, Soul Angel. Okay. And coming from Our Lee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Okay. Okay. Meantime, your book is eloquent as if you were not dumb, and common critics ordinarily deaf to such fine meanings, and like deaf men, loath to seem deaf, answering chances wise, yes or no. It must be, or it must not, most pronounced when least convinced. Pronounced for once aright. You think they really heard, and so they do. The burr of 3 or 4 who really hear and praise your book aright. Fame's smallest trump is a great ear trumpet for the deaf as post, no other being effective. Fear not, friend. We think here you have written a good book, and you, a woman, it was in you. Yes, I felt 'twas in you, yet I doubted half with that odd force of German Rickenbach, which still from female fingertips burns blue, could strike out as our masculine white heats to quicken a man. Forgive me, all my heart is quick with your sense. Just a fortnight since I read your book and loved it. Will you love my wife too? Here's my secret. I might keep a month more from you, but I yielded up because I know you'll write the end sooner for it. Most women of your height, even counting love, life's only serious business. Who's my wife that shall be in a month? You ask, nor guess. Remember what a pair of topaz eyes you once detected, turned against the wall that morning in my London painting room, the face half sketched and slurred, the eyes Alona. But you caught them up with yours and said, Kate Ward's eyes. Surely now I own the truth. I had thrown them there to keep them safe from Jove. They would so naughtily find out their way to both the heads of both my Benes. Where should it made me mad to look at them? Such eyes I could not paint, or think of eyes but those. And so I hung them into paint. Wait, and so I flung them into paint and turned them to the wall's care. But now I've let them out, my Kate. I painted her. I'll change my style and leave mythologies. The whole sweet face. It looks upon my soul like a face on water to beget itself. A half-length portrait in a hanging cloak, like one you wore once. It's a little frayed. I pressed too for the nude harmonious arm, but she'd have her way and have her cloak. She said she could be like you, only so, and would not miss a fortune. Ah, my friend, you'll write and say she shall not miss your love through meeting mine. And faith she would not change. She has your books by heart, more than my words, and quotes you up against me till I'm pushed where 3 months since her eyes were, nay, just fact, not not satisfied her, but to make me paint. Your last book folded in her dimpled hands instead of my brown palette as I wished. And grant me the presentation had been newer. She grant me nothing. Um, I've compounded for the naming of the wedding day next month, and gladly too. 'Tis pretty to remark how women can love women of your sort, and tie their hearts with love knots to your feet, grow insolent about you against men, and put us down by putting up the lip, as if a man, there are such, let us own, who write not ill, remains a man poor rich, while you write weaker than our Lee. And there'll be women who believe of you, besides my Kate, that if you walked on sand, you would not leave a footprint. Are you put to wonder by my marriage like poor Lee? Kate Ward, he said. Kate Ward, he said anew. I thought, he said, and stopped. I did not think. And then he dropped to silence. Ah, he's changed. I had not seen him. You're aware, for long, but when, of course, I had not touched on this through all this letter, conscious of your heart, and writing lightlier for the heavy fact, as chicks are bolable with lead. Oh, how poor to say I'm sorry, dear Lee, dearest Lee, and those old days of Shropshire, pardon me, when he and you fought many a field of gold on what you should do or you should not do. Make bread or verses, it should came to that. I thought you one day draw a silken piece through a golden ring. I thought so. Foolishly, the event proved, for you went more opposite to each other, month by month and year by year, until this happened. God knows best, we say, but hoarsely. When the fever took him first, just after I had writ to you in France, they tell me Lady Waldemar mixed drinks and counted grains, like any salary nurse, excepting that she wept too. Then Lord Howe, you're right about Lord Howe. Lord Howe's a tramp, a trump, and yet with such in his hand, a man like Lee may lose as he does. There's an end to all. Yes, what was that? Okay. Oh, okay. And okay. 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 And yet with such in his hand, a man like Lee may lose as he does. There's an end to all. Yes, even this letter, though this second sheet may find you doubtful. Write a word for Kate. She reads my letter always like a wife, and if she sees her name, I'll see her smile and share the luck. So bless you, friend of two. I will not ask you what your feeling is. At Florence with my pictures, I can hear your heart aflutter over the snow hills, and just to taste the pity with you once, I'll give a half hour of tomorrow's walk with Kate. I think so. Vincent Charrington. The noon was hot, the air scorched like the sun, and was shut out. The clothes Personi threw their long scored shadows on my villa floor, and interlined the golden atmosphere, straight still, across of pictures on the wall, the statuette on the console of young love and Psyche made one marble by a kiss, the low couch where I leaned, the table near, the vase of lilies Marian pulled last night, each green leaf and each white leaf ruled in black, as if for writing some new text of fate, and the open letter rested on my knee. But there the line swerved, trembled, though I sate untroubled, plainly, reading it again and three times. Well, he's married, that is clear. No wonder that he's married, nor much more that Vincent's therefore sorry. Why, of course, the lady nursed him when he was not well, mixed drinks, unless Nepenthe was a drink, 'twas scarce worth telling. But a man in love will see the whole sex in his mistress' hood, but a prettier for his lining of fair roads, although he casts back and says at last, I'm sorry, sorry, Lady Waldemar, at prettiest, under the said hood, preserved from such a light as I could hold to her face, to flare its ugly wrinkles out to shame. Is scarce a wife for Romney, as friends judge, Ira Lee or Vincent Charrington, that's plain. And if he's conscious of my heart, it may be natural, though the phrase is strong. One's apt to use strong phrases, being in love, and even that stuff of fields of gold, gold rings, and what he thought. Poor Vincent, what he thought, may never mean enough to ruffle me. Why, this room stipples, better burn than choke. Best have air, air although it comes with fire. Throw open blinds and windows to the noon, and take a blister on my brow instead of this ideal of this dead weight. Best, perfectly be stunned by those insufferable sickle, sick, and the hoarse with rapture of the summer beat, that sing like poets till their hearts break, sing till men say it's too tedious. Okay, the end for now. Okay, I'm quitting right now, and okay, and I'm gonna read next time. Okay, need to write this down. Okay, mm, 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 okay, mm, okay. And I was reading Aureli by Elizabeth Barrett Brown in chapter 7. Okay, and oh, okay, Uma, I know you was up here, but you're gone now. I hope you can try again to come back on here. Okay, okay, hello, Uma. Hello, Uma. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show, and it's an honor to have you here. Um, it says device is not connected. Okay, 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 and okay. I won't be here next Saturday, but I'm finding out I can do a pre-recording show on the StreamYard and have it automatic come on here. So next Saturday, if I have time, I have a lot to do before I leave Tuesday, and if I have time, I want to do a pre-recording show so automatically plays when I'm not here. I hope I can do it because I'm going to see my family for Christmas and New Year's. But I can't do it while I'm up there. But I'm hoping I can do the pre-recording and it automatically plays on that day on Saturdays. So I hope I can. Hello, Uma. Did you want to come on? Hello, you want to come on? Okay, okay. Here's Uma. Okay, okay. Okay. Hello, Uma. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here.
Oh, it is a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. It's entirely mine.
Yes, and yeah. I want to thank you very much for supporting me on Ko-fi. Thank you.
Anytime.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
So okay. I don't know what you may call this, but I have few lines if I can be allowed to read.
Yes, you can read.
Okay. Wonder what it is the title of this.
Mm-hmm.
He said, truth is one. Truth is one for one and all. He said, universe is seldom truth. It changes spring or fall. He said, even when one is small as a Lilliput or standing huge and tall, the universal truth is one. For kings, rabbis, or drones, workers, soldiers, or queens, what is wealth if not kept, stored in cells or underground? It is not treasure until found, a millennium until swept. Even then, one does not know if it is used to build or battle with unkempt persona, worn and torn, undertrodden for ages, with no bias or vein, those with humility or pride, all resting in universal truth. That truth prevails all alone. End poem.
Wow. I like that. That's a great poem. Wow. Thank you.
Thank you, Noreen. Thank you very much.
Because I always loved your poetry, and I'm always been a fan of you and your poetry.
Awesome.
And it is an honor to have you here. It
Thank you
means a
very
lot.
much.
You're very you're very welcome.
Thank you. And it means a lot to know that I do make sense. And
Yes.
okay.
Okay. And did you want to read more? You're allowed to read as many as you want.
Yeah, sure, I can.
Okay.
I have another thing called Simple. It's
Okay.
it's a small posting,
Okay.
about 2 or 3 lines.
Hmm.
It says simple. I will call you back in the morning. Gave me so much hope. I will see you in a bit. Even more hope. Later on, oh, you should learn to live life. Dodge. End poem.
Wow. Wow. I love that. Wow. Beautiful.
Thank you,
Thank
Noreen.
you. Wow. Because your poetry is so it should I can't explain it. It should I should love your poetry. It should amazing and you're very talented and
I don't know. You all say that, but I just write, scribble this and that. That's all.
mhm. But
And
I should.
uh,
Mhm.
if you have a couple of more minutes for me, it is
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes. You
It
can
won't take long. It's called Never
you
Mind
can
Me.
do it as long as you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's called Never Mind Me.
Hmm.
I do not ask for anything. No, not one. I'm happy left alone. Neither wind nor rain can heal me. Neither fire nor ice can soothe me. My thirst cannot be quenched because, oh my, it's not my body that is thirsty or hungry. It is an urge since a millennia to seek you and yet not to be able to find you. Like the blind king of yore who lived in an era no more, I regret to have ignored your kindness or your words of wisdom. I've never ever paid neither attention nor followed, yet no regrets. So long as you still care to save me from all. It is okay, let the king hold his throne with all his might. Yet he is all thrown out to fall and perish. Unless he leaves it and holds you, there is no rescue. Here we are talking about the king Dhritarashtra, who was the king about 5,000 years ago, who was supporting his sons even though he knew that they were wrong, and that caused the whole war.
Wow. Wow. I like that. It's really good. Very good. Very
Thank
well
you.
written. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. And for anybody, if y'all this first time y'all hearing about Uma, check her out because she's a very talented poet and she is awesome. So check her out and read her
Thank you.
poetry. You're welcome. And she has and has poetry books too. So check her out and go and look her poetry book up too. Yeah. I
Thank
have
you,
one of
Nare.
hers.
Mhm.
Yeah. Welcome. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. And
Bye.
okay. And how you been?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I did not know that I was able to talk here, but I
Yes.
tried. I every time used to try, but this time I was able
Mhm.
to join you all and listen to the beautiful show that you have here.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's an honor to have you here, and I'm glad you made it. Thank you so
Thank
very
you,
much.
Noreen, and
You're very
appreciate every
welcome.
one of you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Happy
Okay.
holidays and Merry Christmas.
Okay. And have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year too.
Happy New Year to you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Because I won't actually be here next Saturday. But she's gone. Oh, I was going to ask her. Okay. Um. Okay. I won't be here. Like I said, I won't be here next Saturday. But I want to do a pre-recording. Might not be as long, as I've been doing, but it's still going to be a pre-recording anyway. So, and I still will read Shakespeare, and I'll still read Aurelie on my pre-recording. I know it won't be the same as me being alive, but that's the best I can do for next Saturday. And I'm just finding out. I think it was either today or last night. No, I think I found out today I can actually do a pre-recording, and it'll do it automatically. So that is neat. That part about being automatic. Okay. Okay. And now today we're going to talk about the poetic form um waltz wave. Okay. Okay. Um a waltz wave is a one stanza titled poem with 19 lines. Okay. This form named for Leo Waltz, the web manager of Soul Magazine. Words may be split into syllables. Words may be split into syllables to fit the pattern. This form seems to induce a soothing cadence as the line gently increase and decrease. So it is suggested that topic chosen for this form also be soothing. Okay, and I got the form from poetscollective.org. Okay, and that is an awesome site too to go to. Okay, and the syllable count is okay. Line 1, it has 19 lines. I already said that. Okay, the first line is one syllable. Okay, hello. Wait, that's not it. Um, wait. Hello, Christine. Season's greeting to you too, and welcome. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It's an honor to have you here, Christine. Okay, okay, and hello, Kim. Love you too. I can't wait to see you either. We have 3 days left. I know. I can't wait. Okay, and hello, Kim. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Mhm. Okay. Okay, for the Wasp Wave form 19. Okay, the first line is a one syllable. Second line, two syllables. Third line is one syllable. Fourth line is two syllables. Fifth line is three syllables. Sixth line is two syllables. And seventh line is one syllable. Eighth line is two syllables. And ninth line is three syllables. And 10th line is four syllables. 11th line is three syllables. And 12th line is two syllables. And 13th line is one syllable. And 14th line is two syllables. And 15th line is three syllables. 16th line is two syllables. And the 17th line is one syllable. And 18th line is two syllables. And 19th syllable is one syllable. And I didn't get a chance to I have a poem called Dance with Me. I haven't had a chance to find it and look it up because I wrote that for the waltz the waltz wave. But that is it for the waltz wave. Okay. That is a fun form to do. Okay. And Kim said, thank you. Excuse me. You're very welcome, Kim. Okay. And oh, and the ones who came on, well, Uma already read her poem, about three poems. And if y'all haven't heard her, go back and watch it after the show and listen to her. And she's an awesome poet, very talented. You need to check her out. She has a couple of poetry books out too. Okay. She's from she lives here in Texas, I think. Here I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And the word for today is called a monder. Monder. Oh wait. Oh, okay. It's spelled Naunder. A monder is a verb. Wait, before I start, I got my words from wordgenius.com, and it's an awesome site. Go look it up, and you'll find out. You sign up, and you get a word every day in your email, and you can find a lot of stuff on there too, besides words a daily. And you can have crossword puzzles. You all different topics they talk about. So you should have to check it out. It's an awesome site. Okay. Okay. Monder is a verb. Origin is unknown in early 17th century. Definition: 1. Talk in a rambling manner. 2. Move or act in a dreamy or idle manner. Example in the sentence: 1. Don't get him started on his favorite movies, or he will maunder forever. 2. The blooming trees inspired us to maunder all afternoon in the garden. Sometimes a word doesn't have a traceable origin. It had to come from somewhere, but etymologists cannot pin it down. A maunder is one of them. It's such word. An obsolete usage of maunder meant to beg, but that definition dropped away. Now it should mean what I said it means. So I thought that was an interesting word to maunder. Okay, and that was it of that. And Uma, if you're still out there, if you want to come back on, you can. If you want to tell them where you can find you at, and about your books too, if you want, or you can read more poetry. Okay, and now anybody else wants to come on to the show? You have any you want to read your poetry? You want to tell about your books out? You have any announcements? You have any projects coming? Or you have anything to say, or to talk about anything. It don't have to be about poetry. You can say anything you want. Okay, and you can come on here to the show. Okay. Okay. And okay, while we're waiting, okay, I do have an announcement. Bill Peters Senior, he has an anthology out called World Healing, World Peace 2024, and his closing date is December 31st, 2023. So we don't have he don't have, it's not very long now. So if you want to get your poem published in World Healing, World Peace 2024, to send it, you can send it to him. Okay. Okay. It'll be published on April 1st, 2024, and the theme is World Healing, World Peace. Submissions must include one poem, picture of poet, no avatars, bio at 50 words or less. Please do not submit an email body. Submissions must be an attachment to the email. And submit to World Healing, World Peace at gmail.com. Okay, it's not too far off from now. In a few days will be the end of that. Okay. And while we're waiting, I do have some more announcements. Okay. And okay. Oh. I'm so happy. I found out last week that I have 2 ebooks sold. The Hour of Truth, it was been sold. So whoever bought them, thank you very much for buying my book, ebook, The Hour of Truth. So thank you. And okay. Oh yes. If you weren't here last Saturday, I'm going to tell you all again. I am now officially a member of Bill Peters' The Poetry Posé 2024 in the Year of the Poet book. That means 3 of my poems will be in his book every month, and plus, um, I'm going to do I volunteered to do the forward next for January. So I gotta get that done before I leave too. Okay. And once again I wanna thank Uma for supporting me on Ko-Fi. I wanna thank Uma, I wanna thank Kim, um even on the past, Dickie, um Star, she's my big supporter, Star. There's Doreen and Mark. There's so many of you are supporting me on Ko-Fi. Some of you don't exactly go through Ko-Fi, you go through me, but that's still supporting me. So thank you all very much. And there's so many of you are support, and I want to thank everyone for all my supporters too. And okay, and I can't remember. I just can't remember everybody. I just can't think of everybody's name, so I apologize. Okay, and oh yes, well I know for the ones who came and y'all, the ones who weren't here at the beginning of the show, I was talking about what I yesterday. Well, this week I made 120 Christmas cards, so I can give to the resident. Okay, um, we have a okay, hello Elizabeth. Elizabeth said hello Noreen. Hello Elizabeth. Um, um, welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you, Elizabeth. Okay. And Soul Angel said, well, I would like to read a short poem. Okay, you're welcome to Soul Angel. And did you need the okay, I'll give you the link. Um okay. Let me give you the link. You need to get in there. Just okay. um, okay. And there's a link I have on here. If you all you can either click on it, take you right in the studio with me, or you can copy and paste it. Okay. Um. Okay. Um. 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 Okay. 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 Um. um, okay. You know what? It don't show up. Okay. If anyone's on the Portrait Club watching it, for some reason it don't show up automatically on the Portrait Club anymore. I don't know what is going on with that, but on my page. So if you're on the Portrait Club, you can see that up there, and should copy and paste it, and you can go right on the studio. Okay. Okay. And so Angel, if you can come on here anytime you get ready. You are very welcome. You're very welcome to come on here anytime. Okay. Okay. Um make sure I got it right. Um okay. I'm gonna do it again because it looks like I got a space in between StreamYard and come. It shouldn't be that. So let me redo it again. Okay. That way you can just click on it. Okay. 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 And Soul Angel said I'll try, but if it's okay next time. Okay, it's okay, Soul Angel, because I won't be alive next Saturday, but I'll be back. I'm going to do a pre-recording next Saturday because I'm going to be with my family. But when I come back in January the 3rd, so that following Saturday, I will be live. The next 2 Saturdays are going to be pre-recording, so you can come on and do live after that. Unless you want to do a pre-recording with me, you can do that. Um, and Soul Angel said, "That's okay, thanks." Okay, you're very welcome, Soul Angel. Okay, and and if you want, you can still come on. It's okay. Okay, and okay, um, okay, 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 okay. I got it now. It should you also be able to click right on it, and if anybody wants to come on, you're welcome. I'll be waiting. I'll be willing to wait for you all. I got no problem waiting. You know, because I remember when I had a hard time doing this stuff too. I remember that so I do have a lot of patience because because not everybody can do this stuff. So I'm willing to wait no matter what. Um, I remember how shy I was when I first started out, but now I got, I still get shy, but I see it this way. I know there's how I look at it. There's no, I don't see anybody out there. I should, well, I can't explain it, because it's like my mom always said, you don't look at the audience, you look over them. Then that's how you do it. That's how I see it. Well, never mind. Okay, okay. Anybody want to come on here? Okay, everybody's welcome. Okay. Okay. Um, and so, Angel, if you change your mind, you can still come on here. It's okay. I'll be waiting. I'll be willing to wait no matter what. Okay. Okay. And while we waiting for anybody to come on here, okay, I'll give you the announcements. Okay. Okay, we have somebody here now. Um. Hello, Melinda. Hello, Melinda. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we have Honey Holly has a show called Poetic Expressions every on Outworld Fleet radio station every Sunday and Wednesdays from 11 p.m. to midnight. And Melinda said thank you. You are very welcome, Melinda. Okay. And Craig Kirkland has a show on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on his YouTube channel called Great Amazia, um, and called the TVP Show with Amazia the Great. Okay. Um. Okay. Um. And he has a lot of other stuff on the show, like Poetry Net. Okay. Okay. We have somebody coming on now. Soul Angel. Okay. You ready, Soul Angel? Okay.
I wrote for my
Here's Soul
brother.
Angel coming on.
Hi, how's
Hello.
everybody?
Good. I'm
Blessing
doing
to
good.
everybody.
Okay.
This is a very short poem that I wrote for my brother on his birthday. It's very
Okay.
simple, and it says, "I will meet you halfway."
Okay.
I'm not reading from my computer. I'm reading from my scrap. So bear with me,
Okay.
please. It
Okay.
says like
Okay.
this: I will meet you halfway. Just wait and see, for this is the way of you becoming strong. Take deep breaths. Feel the breezy wind. You don't have to cry. You don't have to scream. Just use your words and let your pen travel to me. I will meet you halfway. Just do your thing. Move your eyes and let them search for me. Our blood will unite. Our DNA will touch the sky. The echoes of our voice will dispense the wind and join together as one. Everlasting star shining in the midst of the dark night. Let life will keep us together, joining us as one. Distance will never control our path, for we come from the same tunnel. Just place your just place just place of God, reaching home the most precious of all. I will always meet you halfway. But if you but if your strength is lost, trying to come home, I will fly high like the eagle and carry you home. Brother, You don't need to cry. My soul will tell me when you need me so. Our love will speak when our voice shuts off. Our love will move when the time to reach home because I will always meet you halfway or just carry you home.
Wow.
That was something
Wow.
simple that I wrote to my brother in his
Mhm.
birthday because it's a big distance.
Yes.
Um, and just to let you know and everyone, I am trying to finish my first book. I have
Yes.
written over like 200 poems, and I just got to get myself really organized because I'm so busy working.
Yes.
But soon I'll be able to tell everyone about my books and everything. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
But Noreen, I love you. Thank you
Okay.
so much for the
Okay.
opportunity. Okay.
Okay. You're very welcome. And I just want to tell you that was a beautiful poem to your brother. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
so
You're very
much.
welcome. Okay.
Okay.
And okay. And I'm looking forward to your book when your book comes out.
Yes. Yes. I'll let you know. It's gonna be soon.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It is an honor
Okay.
to have you on here. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. And everybody
You're
have a
welcome.
blessed weekend and enjoy Christmas if you celebrate. Whatever you celebrate,
Okay.
enjoy it.
Okay.
Bye
Okay.
bye.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you later. You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. And that was Soul Angel, and and you check her out too. She's a very talented poet, and she's right here from Miami, Florida. So check her out, and that is awesome. Okay. Anybody else want to come on and read your Okay, okay. Melinda said, if you listening, if you're out there still, Soul Angel, Melinda said, okay, very nice poem to your brother. Okay, 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 and okay, and thank you, Soul Angel, for coming up here and reading your poem, and that is great. And anybody else wants to come on here, whether you want to read your poem or have a project you want to talk about, or your books, or you have anything to say. It don't have to be a poetry if you don't want to read a poetry. Anything you want. That's what Potpourri is all about. You can just come on and say what you want. Okay. Okay. mhm, Okay. Okay. And okay, anybody else want to come on here? Okay. So far we had Uma and Soul Angel. And thank you both for being on here today. And anybody else, y'all welcome. While we wait and see if anybody else, I'll give the other announcements too. Okay. And Gina Storm, Brother O, Enigmatic, and Ninja Purple has a show called Voices Behind the Pen, and that's every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on talkshoe.com /show /poet radio station. And if you want to read your poem, you should call in and read your poem on there too. And plus, you can find Gina it's anywhere every day of the week on Clubhouse. You can find her on there every day. Okay. And Nyla Alicia she should celebrate it. She should have it. She been on the air for 17 years. So congratulations, Nyla. And if y'all missed the show last night, go and check it out. You can still watch it on the archives. Um, and her show is every Thursday night at 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. Her show is called Speakeasy Cafe. And if you want to read your poem on there, you can. You should call in and read your poem. And when you call in on your phone, you can call on your landline or cell phone. It doesn't matter. But make sure you punch in after you call. And when that automated voice come on, make sure you press 1 And because it don't tell you on there anymore like it used to. You have to press 1. If you don't press 1, you won't be in the lineup. So remember that when you go on her show. Okay. And congratulations, Nyla, 17 years on air. That is awesome. So thank you. Okay. I think that was all the announcements. Okay. And okay, and if anybody okay, okay. If anybody okay, what was I going okay, if anybody wants to buy anything from my Ko-Fi shop, it won't be till after I get back before I can mail it through the snail mail. But if it's going to be digital, then I can do it. Do it digital. Okay. Oh yes, I do have another announcement. If you go on my website, okay, Gary and Noreen Snyder .wix.com and sign up for my newsletter, you will get to download of my free ebook, The Aura of Truth. Okay. And I'm going to send out a newsletter real soon. It'll probably be before I leave. And but I won't really start it till January because I want to make sure it's January new start. But I will do it okay, that you can sign up for my newsletter. But if you want to go on my forum part, on that one part where we have our poetry on there, you can sign up for that too, and you can write your poetry in there, or you can read Gary's and mine, and you can comment on there. It's in the forum part of our website. Okay. And I hope y'all okay. Let me see what else I have. And I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. And I'm hoping to what I'm gonna do for next Saturday, I'm going to do a pre-recording. I'm going to take time out and do that pre-recording. It won't be as long as I do now. And I'll do a pre-recording, and I'm going to read the Shakespeare, and like I always do, and put on and record it. And the automatic comes on Saturday at the same time, 5 o'clock. And when I found that out, before I always knew about the pre-recording, but I did not know it would does it automatic. Now that makes a big difference for me. So that is awesome. And if anybody else wants to go on StreamYard, want to have your own show or whatever, I recommend StreamYard. They're the best, you know. And do like I do. If you want the paid one, I think it's better. Then go on if you have your own bank account, then go on Affirm, AFFIRM, and Affirm.com on get Affirm, and then go on Affirm. Make sure if you fill out your bank account, you're going to be accepted. But how much I couldn't tell you. It depends on whatever you have. But you do it on Affirm, and they'll then that way it'd be easier to get StreamYard. That's what I'm doing. It takes a year for me to pay off Affirm using Affirm. I mean, it takes a year to pay off StreamYard using Affirm because I don't want to ask anybody for any money or anything, and I don't have that kind of money. But I'm using Affirm, and I think that's the best way to do it. And oh, another thing. Okay, we got a comment. Melinda said, "Can't wait to see you, Noreen, at Kim." I can't either, Melinda. I know it's been a long time. Okay. Okay. And then let me have your all question. Have your all answer. What do y'all think? I had so much fun yesterday. Doing the passing out the greeting card that I made myself to the seniors, to the patrons over there at the Grove, where Jerry was. And I would like to do it again, every holiday. but I don't know if I can do it every holiday because I have to see if I can make some money on Ko-Fi, or people buy my products through me or through Ko-Fi. So if I start making some more money on Ko-Fi or directly through me, I think I'm going to do it again every holiday because I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. It lifted my spirits. When I see someone down and out, when I hand them that card, Christmas card, and introduce myself, oh my God, see their face lit up. Wow, it's well worth it. And I remember Jerry and I did it for the one in Winter Haven, and Jerry had a big. It lifted me and Jerry both up when we did it, and seeing the others accepting it. So it was just awesome to do. Mm-hmm. And I hoping I can do it. I don't know because it costs money to buy car stock and everything. So because it takes about 120 cars to make. So I don't know. I have to wait and see. But I just want to know what you all think. Because I have to make some more money first. But I think it'd be good. Okay, we have okay. Hello, Gina. And happy Saturday to you too. And welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. Okay, welcome. It's an honor to have you here. And Gina is the one I told you all about to go to her show, and the others on the Voices Behind the Pens every Monday night. And she's the one I said that she's on Clubhouse. So you can find out from her what's going on every week. I mean every day of the week, because she's on there every day of the week. So check her out. Okay. And Gina, did you want to come on here and have anything to say? Because this is where anybody can come on here. Gina, Melinda, Kim, Dickie, and so Angel, you can be welcome. Come again, and Honey Holly, Joyce, if y'all still on here, okay, okay, who else, Elizabeth, did you want to come on too, Elizabeth? Okay, 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 okay. Let me see what else we have. Okay. I think I said all the announcements. Oh yes. What Honey Holly? If you need a life coach, go check her out. I would recommend her, and she'll have that. And I'm not sure if she's still making any keychains that you can find out, or oils. You can check her out and ask her. Okay. But I know she's still doing life coach. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else have any announcements? Okay. Well, I'll see y'all when I get back. Remember, I'm going to do a pre-recording. It won't be me alive. It should be my recording for next 2 Saturdays. Now I know that you can do that automatic. I'll be doing that. So I'm so glad it's going to be automatic. Okay. And then I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And okay. and I'm hoping I can find some Christmas music that's copyrighted, so I can post it on the pre-recordings too. That's what I'm gonna look for. Okay. Okay. Since there's nobody else coming on here, and I don't see, I just want to tell you all. Remember, live your dreams. You're never too old or too young to live your dreams. And remember, and if you have it, okay. And I hope you all have a good day, good evening, good weekend, good week. And remember, and God loves you, and so do I. And God bless you all. And I'll be back alive, January, okay, I'll be coming back home January the 3rd, so be that following, that next Saturday. But in 2 Saturdays, I will be doing the recording. I'll do the pre-recording. Okay. So I'm excited. So I'm excited about seeing my family. I haven't seen in a long time. About a year. Well, my brother, I've seen him since a year, but my sister, I haven't seen her in a year. So I'm excited. And okay. I'll talk to you all later. You all have a good night. And God bless you all. I love you all. And so does Gary, and so does God. And Soul Angel said, enjoy. Thank you, Soul Angel. Thank you. I will. And I hope you enjoy your Christmas and your New Year's too. And I hope everybody enjoys their Christmas and their New Year's too. Talk to you all later. Okay. Y'all have a good night. Okay.